Hi Beach Channel, welcome to Life and Style. I am here with my roommate Shannon, but we have a special guest, Daniela Galo, the color analyst, and this is going to be a really fun podcast today.
I'm excited.
And I'm super excited because this stuff has been blowing up on TikTok and we just had to talk about it. I first want to get into you and how you kind of got started. I know that you have a background in film, and I truly believe that kind of influenced this. But let's kind of get into it. How did you kind of come to know and do this?
Yes. So, well, I'm also very excited. I'm very passionate about this topic. And yes, I started in advertising. Okay. I'm original from Honduras. I grew up there. I went to school there. And over there, the most creative career we had was advertising.
Cool.
Okay. So after that, I worked a lot with brands, right? Seeing the colors and messaging with brands. And that's when I decided to move to the States to see more the film area and production design. And production design looks more about the look and feel of the spaces, but also of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
What are you communicating with what they're dressed? Like, how are they dressed? Mm-hmm. What is their makeup? What is the color?
And how they look best.
Yes. Like, are they villains? Do you want to portray them as very sweet characters?
Yeah.
And that's when I started realizing, hey, I like this. And I've been doing this for 10 years for film, for TV. What if I do it for real people?
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yes. Yeah. And I just felt that was more satisfying and gratifying than doing it for a fictional character.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
That's really interesting. And like it's funny that how it translated from film, because we do so much behind the scenes and no one really knows, and it's cool that you can bring it to like real people and kind of like show them like all the process and making them feel their best. Yeah. That's truly gratifying. Yeah. I'm sure.
It's very, very.
Yeah.
So with color analysis, we talked about how it's a TikTok trend. How is that? Like, do you see these trends on TikTok and you're like, wow, I can't believe these kids are doing this like that, like that? Like, what are some like myths that are going around right now?
Yes, it's definitely a boom right now. Which I don't get angry about it.
Right. More business for you.
Definitely. But to be honest, there's a lot of things, and I've noticed that in my clients, that they get there and they're very confused from what they see.
Yeah.
Ooh. They're not even really, sometimes they don't even understand what they're supposed to be looking at.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of apps. There's a lot of filters.
Yeah.
There's a lot of websites. And I'm not saying that's not okay, but there's a lot of things that you really need to have the right lighting, have the right space, the perfect drapes, the fabric, everything. There's a lot of factors
that goes into it. Yeah.
Yes. So I've gotten a lot of clients that they say, hey, I did this 2 different apps, or I did this with 2 different websites, and I got different results, and that's why I came here. And these people are paying money to get it.
Wow.
So if you want to play around with it, perfect. It's fun, it's great, but don't base everything out of that without going to a professional.
Yeah, you have like the eye for it versus an app where they don't get to see you live and in person with different lighting. It's just a still image that they're going off of. So if you like filtered that image that you're submitting to the website, it's not going to be accurate.
Yep. Are you wearing makeup? Did you just woke up, wash your face? There's so many different aspects.
So it kind of there's so many aspects that it gets down all the way down to the color that you're putting on your face with makeup and the undertones and what looks best on your eyes. Let's say Shannon has dark eyes, I have green eyes. We'll have different coloring that looks best on us.
Yeah, probably. And your hair, like, is it your natural hair color? Or do you have grays? Like all the things. And an app cannot know that. A filter won't know that either.
Yeah. So, and then you even take into consideration like when people have gray hair, maybe they have their grays coming out, and it wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
It gets right into the nitty gritty. Yeah, I really like that. No, that's so helpful because we change, from year to year. So if you do change, do you need a new color analysis based on your age?
I think that's a great question, because your color palette, which is what you've probably seen online on social media, is okay. You're either a cool winter, a warm autumn. That's not ever going to change. You have that. It doesn't matter if you change your hair color. You're still going to have those colors. But that's what I like calling your safe zone.
So do you think that AI would ever be able to take over your job?
I don't think so. I actually think there's a lot of benefits in AI. I'm not against it. In fact, I'm always looking into that. You always have to evolve.
Yeah.
You have to use it as a tool. There's that thing, what I call that personal relationship with your client. That's why my analysis takes in my studio like an hour and a half. I got clients that they get there, they cannot even see themselves in the mirror. Right? It's very psychological.
Wow.
That's something that AI is never going to take away, right? That process of getting them like comfortable and easing some colors into them and making sure that they're liking it, changing their wardrobe. AI might just give you, hey, these are just your colors, and it's great.
Random squares on a piece of paper, and you don't know what it looks like in real life.
Yeah. But it's a great tool. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm thinking like these people, they're looking in their closet. They're like, well, when do they think that they need to come to you? Like, what is their closet looking like? Are they not wearing like a large portion of their closet? Is the majority of their closet black? Like what is a sign that they should probably go see you?
Okay. Anyone can go and look for a color analyst. There's a lot of people that say, hey, 50% of my closet, it's, as you said, black, or I
Sounds
just
like me.
Yes.
Maybe 90%.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Black's a beautiful color. Or you just have things in your closet, 50% or more. They said we just use 33% of what's in our closet regularly.
Wow.
So you're spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're buying all these things that you really like, but you really not know when or how to wear it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when you say, hey, I think I need some change. Or there's a lot of people, they say, I don't have enough time. Like I need to go to work, or I have kids, or I want to look nice. I want to look good, stylish, but I don't have the time. So that's when you say, okay, maybe I need someone to help me out.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten like a customer that came in and they're like, they're insistent on, let's say, gold jewelry, but you necessarily think, hey, I think silver looks better on you. Do you ever like have that conversation with someone?
Yes.
Or it happens a lot, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And you
Hot
know
topic.
That's why I do it. I would say I do it very differently. I talk to you. I tell you, okay, so what type of accessories do you use? Are
None.
are they big statement pieces, or are they delicate things? If you like delicate things, then you're not really putting color to an accessory that's going to reflect so much light that's going to change your complexion.
Yeah.
So go ahead and wear whatever you want.
I see.
That makes you feel comfortable. Ultimately, you need to feel comfortable, right?
100%. Yeah. So. I mean, that's really interesting. And then like when people how am I going to say this? When people come into you and like they're wearing these big statement things, but it doesn't necessarily fit with them. Are you going to say, hey, I don't think that really works?
No, I would not say that, because it's very, I'm not going to lie. We all have different preferences. We all have different taste. And I don't want to instill what I think, even though I'm professional. I'm trying to see it with subjective eye. But whether we want it or not, we have our standards. You know, I know some color analysts that are in the Philippines and that they're looking for a yellowish complexion.
Yeah.
So obviously the analysis is going to be very different.
But if someone comes to you and they're like, hey, I want to look like a little bit more like this, but their preferences are going to the opposite of what they're saying, and they're still kind of fighting it because they just love that color. I mean, I guess you just have to have that conversation with them. Be like, hey, this is what you wanted.
So I honestly tell them, hey, if you love black, don't stay away from black. Maybe it's not in your palette.
You could do like a splash of color, maybe.
I
with
do that.
The black.
Go little by little.
Yeah.
Start adding accessories. Or if you already have black, a lot of black, don't just go and buy more black.
Yeah.
Get other colors.
Yeah.
But still wear whatever you have right now.
Yeah.
So you just go little by little.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would tell people, like, if you do it just right away, change your whole closet, it's going to feel like you're wearing a custom.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have to go little by little and make it work for you.
Yeah.
Right?
I get that. So when you're in your studio, you have your own studio, and we're seeing it here on the screen. what is the process necessarily for what someone sits down, you take a look at their concerns, you look at their complexion, you look at their hair. What does something like that look like?
Okay, so they'll get to my studio. I'll talk to them, right? As I said, what are your preferences? What's your taste? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? Some people say I want to look very pale with very pinkish cheeks. Some other people tell me I want to look tan.
Yeah.
Some people, I want to look completely yellow, not even tan. So everyone has very different taste.
Yeah.
Once
Super
I hear
complex.
that, I tell them, what do you have in your closet?
Yeah.
Tell me, what are the colors you have the most?
Because you kind of want to work with what they have.
Yeah, of course. Or what are the colors that you don't like? And it's like, oh no, I love all the colors. Okay, do you have them all in your closet? Because sometimes it's not that you don't like it, but you just don't have them.
Right.
Yeah.
And from there, I started going and seeing your temperature. That's going to help me not only with clothing, but with your makeup.
Yeah.
Okay. I give makeup recommendations, hair recommendations. I tell you what looks best: bright colors or soft colors, light colors or dark colors, warm colors or cool colors.
And you kind of like do it with them. You put like the colors on their chest and see with them if they agree.
I have like over 100 drapes, different colors.
Like the ones behind us.
Yes. Okay. And then I start trying little by little, one by one. Hey, what are the things you're noticing that say a trained eye can see the difference immediately?
Yes.
An eye that's not trained takes like 30 to 90 seconds to capture that information.
Think about it. Interesting.
It's like when you're at the dressing room trying out clothes. Like you don't make a decision right away, right?
Right. I get super indecisive about stuff like that.
Yeah. Your eye needs to grab that information. So I try to go slowly to, okay, what do you like? What do you see? There's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that. So with Shannon, I'm always telling her she tends to lean towards whites. However, I'm always thinking she looks really good with her complexion with a splash of color. And
I'm scared of color.
Yeah, she's super scared of color. And she's definitely one of those people that needs to come see you.
Are you saying I don't have good style, Carly?
No, I'm not saying you don't have style. I'm just saying
I definitely want to come see you.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think certain complexions just look really beautiful with I think she looks beautiful in fuchsia. Like I think it just like is like one of those colors that she like works with her complexion. And me and her both have different complexions, so we are going.
And most of I just have what I call a New York wardrobe where we just wear black because it's safe, it's easy, and regardless of the season, we always can make it work, especially in the evenings. So I would say most New Yorkers, or maybe I should speak for myself, but we don't really play with too much color when you're so busy. Maybe if you have more time or you're into fashion. I'm not really into fashion, to be honest. But I definitely could see myself dressing a bit better because the transition from New York to Miami, it was like so crazy because here everybody's wearing pops of color. And I was like, whoa, this is a lot for me. I don't know how
it's
I'm
like the
feel.
Tropical area though. Yeah. Like people want to wear color, people want to be tropical. They want to
it's like vacation wear. Yeah. Like 24/7.
And the heat also makes you feel a little better and want to wear more colorful items. Yeah. But sometimes those items aren't as good for your complexion.
Right.
That happens a lot. I do have a lot of clients like, oh, I moved from New York or I moved from Pittsburgh. I don't know. Like my wardrobe it completely needs to change.
Yes.
Yeah. And we were talking before, you have your own studio. You have your clients come to your studio because you have a lot of items that you would like to try and make sure that they all look appropriate for them. We mentioned also that you do parties as well. I just like to mention that because me and Shannon were like, no way.
That is so cool.
I do.
Yeah, but they're not as detailed. I definitely think a more detailed analysis because you do an hour and a half.
I do an hour and a half. Okay, so normally my in-person, they'll go to my studio. I do an hour and a half. I'll give you those safe zone colors and then I'll give you your personalized palette just for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have express sessions. Express sessions are those that I do for big parties or bachelorettes or birthdays or just small gatherings, corporate events.
Nice.
So
it's really cool.
Yeah, for that, yes, I do travel, but it has to be for a group.
For a group, yeah. That makes sense. And like for bachelorettes, you could like kind of pick the color for the wedding, basically.
Yeah.
That works for everybody. And now everybody is kind of doing like the multicolor like type of thing. So I feel like that would be a really good idea for like a bride to be like, which color looks best for you? Because I want my girls to look
You don't want to like clash between each bridesmaid.
Yeah.
You know, it's distracting.
Or the husband and wife can go into your studio and pick what looks best for them.
Yeah.
Because my sister has she just got married and her husband is like redheaded white, and she's like, we can't do any colors because everything clashes with him. So they had like basically very nudes and everything. But like, I mean, they should have come to you and done a color palette so that they could figure out which one doesn't clash with him.
Yeah, I do a lot of that. I do couple, like I call them like a double session, whether they're a couple or it's a fun activity for mom and daughter, sisters, friends.
Oh, that's so
I do
cute.
that.
That's super cute.
And it's lovely because you're not the only one seeing yourself in the mirror and seeing the changes that are happening, but someone else is there also helping you through that process.
I like that because they've seen that person already in several different colors in real life, and they're able to kind of like feel it out.
So I want to kind of dig into these fabrics that we have right here. You're going to demonstrate on Shannon a little bit. Okay. So let's take a look at kind of the process a little bit.
Join is that I have the main colors. This is, as I said, like a very, very short demonstration.
Obviously.
But I have like cyan, magenta, and yellow. Like what are the warm colors? What are the cool colors? They all communicate different things. But they also bring different things to your face, and you'll see it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yes, that's right.
So normally you would be standing up behind her. We're just doing a podcast demonstration.
So I want you to put it right here and hold it. Okay. So normally you wouldn't be wearing any makeup.
You would be barefaced and beautiful.
It pretty much looks the same as right now.
It's exactly the same. And then we would have natural lighting, which is best. And you would be standing in front of the mirror. And I'll move this. You hold those ones.
Okay.
Now, all of the cool colors are going to bring a lot of definition to your face, okay? And you're going to be able to see it. It's going to make your nose slimmer, your eyes thinner, your lips thinner.
Wow.
Your face is going to be very sharp with this, okay? So I don't know if you can see it there. But here, it's a lot sharper than just going like this.
You actually see it, Carly?
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's no right or wrong. Okay. I always say, okay, if you want that, I had some clients like, I look snatched. Yeah. If you want that, go ahead and use these colors, right? A lot of people suffer with hormonal acne.
Yes.
This is going to balance it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
I had no idea this went that in depth.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's very.
What do you think she's doing for an hour and a half?
It's very thorough. All of the warm colors are going to make everything rounder. Okay.
Ooh.
So
chubby cheeks on this color.
So all of this sharpness went away, right? And you could see here, we no longer have that. You don't have that problem at all. You clearly have a nice definition.
Oh, thank you.
But it's going to make eyes bigger, wider, lips fuller, right? So that's why I say there's no right or wrong. You decide what you want.
Yeah.
Some people love their freckles. Some people hate their freckles. You decide what you want, right?
Yeah.
And then you have this, which you said it's a great color for her.
Yeah. There's been a few dresses that she's worn where I'm like, ooh, girl.
This looks beautiful. This brings, it's an in-between these two colors, okay? This one brings some coloring to your lips, to your cheeks. I know you're wearing makeup, but I can still see it right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Without removing the nice definition.
But I also think the blue looks really good as well.
Yeah. For different reasons.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you go like that, color by color, and then based of the ones you like the most, I'll give you what I like calling them like the children of these colors. So if we like the effect of, say, the blue and the magenta, you're probably going to have a lot of purple.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm scared of the color purple personally.
Why?
I don't know. It just, with my skin tone, I feel like it's such a similar, like in the same family.
There's a lot of purples. There's a lot of everything in each color.
Like lavender is a purple and that's lighter.
I like giving all of my clients 3 intense colors, 3 medium colors, and 3 light colors.
Okay.
That they can start incorporating little by little. Because then you're going to have a swatch that has almost 50 colors. It's like, what do I do with this swatch? No, let's focus on those 9 colors first. And then we're going to move towards the other ones.
I would take these swatches out when I go shopping.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Literally. So when you're shopping, you kind of just like, are like,
Yeah, so you don't go in there so clueless. Like I would be like, I don't know what.
I mean, every time I go into Zara, I'm clueless. So
Same.
I give you tons of tools. I'll give you a color wheel, how to make combinations, the swatch. I give you fabric swatches also. And then I'll give you makeup and accessories recommendations.
Nice.
That's super cool. I love that. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
I learned
you
so much. You have no idea. And
what I heard is that every color looks good on me.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Just kidding.
All right, Beach Channel. Thanks for watching. This has been Life and Style. We'll see you next time.